Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
That's a football play right there. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They're going to run it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that. Looking to pass, it's Graves.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. While taking a shot on the very first play. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Remember, last time they looked for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can sacked, dropped at the 3.
A risky call here, close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to throw. It's Graves. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Buckeyes will have to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And the quarterback keeps it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
The Hokies pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job, give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards to keep this drive alive.
And the Hokies churn out another 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Gaudet. He flips it to the back across the middle. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Trying to find some room. It's Jordan. Jukes to get past a man. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal, and now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. To throw, it's Graves. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Gorilla.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Graves. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And then 1st down, they go right back to him. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Hokies pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking to throw it on 1st down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Tries to get it to the running back. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. 1st and 10 play coming up. Back to throw. It's Graves. And it falls incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. To The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. And it's a bunch formation. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On third and short, they hand the ball off. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And the Hokies will have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Gaudet. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Minnesota going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it out to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Now it's 2nd down here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they hand it off to the back. A quick juke to get free. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Press coverage now from these DBs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
That return backfires on him. Now our offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot.
They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. To the air, it's Graves. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great cut there. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. Throws it to the right. And it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return. But the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They're going to scramble now. They'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Scanning the field, it's Gaudet. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Ball carrier running through tackles. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down.
Get set.
Looking downfield, it's Graves. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Running right through tacklers. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. The Hokies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's a shotgun run call. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Hokies. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more.
And the result is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Gaudet. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
I mean, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And here comes a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you got to try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Graves. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
How about the offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Ready up.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Easy.
Handoff to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
On the double.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback just kneels down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to